3 deadly mistakes. The Galactic Council had done the calculations. Humanity was doomed. The moment the Zalvor Armada emerged from hyperspace, every advanced species watching the broadcast saw the same inevitable outcome. The Zalvor were conquerors, an empire that had swallowed civilizations older and stronger than humanity. Their war fleets blotted out the stars. Their soldiers were born for war, their weapons capable of reducing continents to ash. And Earth? Earth had been a spacefaring civilization for barely 300 years. Humanity had only just begun colonizing its own solar system. Their fleets were laughably small, their technology generations behind. The war would last a day, maybe 2, if the humans were stubborn. The Galactic Council tuned in to watch the slaughter. The first mistake. The Zalvor didn't expect much resistance. Their fleet jumped into orbit, targeting Earth's defense systems. The moment they opened fire, humanity should have surrendered. That was the normal response. That was what every other species had done. Instead, the humans launched an all-out counterattack. It was not smart, it was not logical, it should not have worked. Their orbital defenses burned. Their ships, outnumbered and outgunned, fought in suicidal close-quarters combat. They rammed enemy vessels, detonated their own reactors, and hacked the Zalvor's systems mid-battle. A species that should have been cowering in fear threw themselves into the jaws of death and bit down. The war lasted a week. The second mistake. The Zalvor were not used to resistance. Frustrated, they deployed ground troops. On every other conquered world, planetary leaders surrendered within hours. The Zalvor expected the same. They expected humanity to realize the futility of resistance. What they got was urban hell. Humanity didn't just fight, they fought dirty. They turned their cities into death traps. They wired entire blocks with explosives. They used EMPs, chemical attacks, guerrilla ambushes, and hacking warfare. The Zalvor quickly learned that human civilians weren't civilians. The old, the sick, the weak, they all fought. Children planted IEDs. Grandmothers sniped officers from apartment windows. The Zalvor commander, watching his soldiers die in the streets, reportedly muttered, "This is not war, this is madness." The war lasted 6 months. The final mistake. The Zalvor, enraged by their losses, made the ultimate decision: extermination. They moved their fleet into position, ready to glass Earth. It was over. Humanity would burn. And then something strange happened. The moment the fleet gave the final order, the Zalvor's own ships turned against them. Their weapons stopped responding. Their AI-controlled turrets targeted their own command centers, because humanity had been hacking them the entire time. See, the Zalvor had better ships, better weapons, better technology. But they had never fought humans before. They had never fought a species willing to burn itself to the ground just to take its enemy with it. They had never fought a species that would rather rewrite the code of a battleship while it was actively being shot at than accept defeat. The Zalvor fleet turned on itself. Their warships tore each other apart. Their command structure collapsed. Their once invincible invasion force crumbled to dust. Humanity, battered and bloodied, stood victorious. The aftermath. The Galactic Council watched in horror. The Zalvor, who had ruled for centuries, surrendered to the humans. Earth, the primitive backwater world, had won. And now the rest of the galaxy had a terrifying realization. They had vastly underestimated humanity. They had measured human strength in guns and ships. They had forgotten to account for insanity.